Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to another day in the vlog, another day in the life. I hope you guys are having a great day as you're watching today's vlog. Before y'all get started, make sure y'all are subscribed to my channel. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That way you'll be notified every single time I post a vlog. Y'all, today is the first day that we are in the car together as a family of 4. Y'all look at Trey. He look like a big boy. He is a big boy. He this morning, what is that man on? He need to quit. This morning when I was feeding the baby, he was he saw the baby, so I know he know what's going. He aware because normally Trey will hop in the bed and try to hop all on me, but he saw I was holding the baby, so he didn't try to get in my lap or nothing. And then he just touched him he like what is this? So he kind of slowly understanding what's going on, but not quite. But we are on our way to the baby's doctor's appointment, his first doctor's appointment. Today is Friday. He was born on Tuesday, so this is his very first doctor's appointment. The doctor he's seeing today is not his actual doctor, because the doctor that is going to be his is the same person that sees Trey, but she's out of town, so it's just a different doctor that's in the office. So but they want the babies to be examined like 48 hours after they are released from the hospital, or within 48 hours of them being released from the hospital. So that's today. That's where we heading to. It's like 9 o'clock. His appointment is at 9:30, so we got time. We just going up the street, going to the store, and then we coming right back home. We're not even gonna be out. But I'm gonna try to vlog as much as I can today, especially since we're not doing much. He look like he's stuffed up in their truck. But anyway, I'll try to vlog the appointment if I remember y'all. And I'm gonna try.
You hold his head facing that, Mom. How's Franklin so far with the baby?
He's still figuring it out.
You figured that?
He's still trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay. Oh, little one, it's okay. It is okay. Oh, here we go. You better?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna step out to the left and get his weight, okay?
Okay.
Good morning.
Hi.
I'm Dr. Frederick.
Oh, how you doing?
Good. How are y'all? Congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. I was just reviewing his newborn records. How's
okay.
he doing? Any concerns about him for me? Questions at all?
No, it seems like he's
Hi, big brother.
being a
How's
typical
it?
baby.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna grab this out of here. There we go. Perfect. Now we all sit down and talk to y'all. Well, 3 days old today. I'll go over his numbers with you. So,
Okay.
it looks like his birth weight, let me double check here. We have 5 pounds, 7 ounces,
Mhm.
and he's 5 pounds, 5 today. So that's looking great.
Okay.
As you know, it's normal for babies to lose some degree of weight after birth. I'm okay with up to 10% weight loss, and he's down only 3%. So
Okay.
he's doing great. And I understand he was born at 36 weeks?
Yes.
Okay, great. Seems like overall nursery course went well. He had no blood sugar problems. His jaundice level was fine. Got all his shots. We'll just have that repeat hearing screen, it looks like.
Yes.
Okay. And I believe the nursery scheduled that already with you?
They did.
Okay, perfect.
It's in like 2 weeks.
Perfect, okay. And it's very common for that to not maybe work the first time, depending on ambient noise in the nursery or fluid from delivery in the ear. So we'll give that time to kind of resolve and then just recheck it.
Okay.
Perfect. All right. So with feeding, it looks like he's breastfeeding. Okay, how is breastfeeding going?
I'm more pumping than breast.
Okay, no problem.
But it's coming slowly.
Okay.
He's getting up to where he's just about drinking about 1 ounce every time now.
Okay, wonderful. And how often is he wanting to eat?
I do like 2.5, 3 hours.
Okay, perfect. And depending on how old he is, he'll have that many wet diapers. So typically by 2 days old, he'll have 2 wet diapers. 3 days old, 3 wet diapers. Do you feel like he's meeting those benchmarks?
Yeah.
Or maybe more?
Yeah.
Good. And how about dirty diapers?
Mm-hmm.
He's having at least a couple a day. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Are they still kind of that dark tarry meconium, or they're more yellow?
Mhm.
Awesome, wonderful. And does he sleep in a bassinet or a crib at nighttime?
Bassinet.
Perfect.
Mhm.
All right. Very good. Well, when he's all done with his burping, I'll just do an exam on Frederick, just a head-to-toe check.
Okay.
There's no shots he needs today. His next checkups will be at 2 weeks old,
Mhm.
1 month old, and then we'll do shots at 2 months old.
Okay.
So he has a little bit of time until he needs any vaccines.
Okay.
The only thing I want to do for Friday today, he's at a little bit higher risk for having jaundice due to him being born a little bit early. So just a jaundice check today. And then
Okay.
otherwise, I'll just see him back next week and kind of see how things are going.
Yeah, like that. So big. What's up, y'all? So, I just wanted to get on camera and tell y'all what just happened a while ago on the last clip that y'all saw. I want to go ahead and say y'all and get it out the way before I forget tomorrow. But it's pretty late in the night, or I should say early in the morning. It is 3:50 a.m. I mean, that's just life of having a newborn. Let me show y'all him right quick. And he up right now. Frederick. Yeah, so keep the camera close, y'all. But so let me just give y'all a little quick backstory. So, okay, so when we got released from the hospital after he was born, you know, they was like, oh, he's a little jaundiced, but it's nothing alarming, so he'll be fine. Cool. So we followed up Friday with the pediatrician. Now, I think I told y'all this. The pediatrician that he saw is not the pediatrician that Tracy's. I wanted the same person, but she was out of town. So they was like, "Oh, you got to see a pediatrician, you know, soon after he come out. Like I think 48 hours or whatever. Within 48, was it 48 hours or 24 hours? Anyway, that was like, whatever. Go see a doctor Friday. So we did that. I saw her against my wishes. I went ahead and saw the doctor, and when she walked in, I was like, I kind of got a vibe that she really didn't have no experience, which I can tell because she was young. And so she started doing her assessment and talking and all this other stuff. And then she started telling me, "Oh, I want to get this checked and I want to get this checked." And I'm like, "Why we gotta get all this checked?" I'm like, "We had to do all this with Trey." And so, anyway, he not asleep yet. He still got his eyes open. He's slowly going. But anyway, so when we left the doctor's appointment, I was already kind of iffy about everything she was saying, but she wanted to check his jaundice level, and so we did that same day, that Friday. They got drew blood from him. So today, well, I should say Saturday, around 9:30 ish, I get a call from the office, the doctor's office. I'm like, why am I getting a call on a Saturday night this late from the doctor's office? I almost didn't answer, but someone was like, that may be an actual person versus a machine. Because you know how the doctor's office will call you with a machine, remind you about appointments and all that. So I just went ahead and picked up, and it was the doctor, the same doctor that he saw. She's like, "Oh, I'm just checking up on Frederick, seeing how he's doing." And she started asking questions. I was like, "Yeah, this, that, and that." And so she started talking about his jaundice level. Oh, it looks a little bit elevated from when he was first born. And then she was like, his number is this, 11 point something. And when we start to worry, it's when it's 12 something. I can't explain exactly what she said, but she was basically telling me where his numbers was after that test he got Friday. And so she's like, does his skin look like it's more yellow, or in his eyes, or blah blah blah? I said, I can see I can see the yellow tint on his skin. I can see it. I mean, I know it's there. And it's like that just kind of made her freak out a little bit. She was like, "Oh, well, back up before she asked me that. She was like, well, we want to get him retested within 48 hours of coming to the office, so that'll be tomorrow, which is Sunday." And she started talking about that. I'm like, Sunday? I'm like, the lab is not open on Sunday. And she started giving me this spiel about going to the emergency room and all this other stuff. And so then when she asked me about his color, his skin, or whatever, That's when she was like, oh, well, let me crunch some numbers real quick, and I'll call you right back. Let me crunch some numbers. I'm like, crunch some numbers? What are you talking about?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What is you talking about? So she called me back within like 5 minutes, and she was like, oh, we may need to get him checked sooner than later. So I want you to take him to the hospital and get him checked out. I'll let them know that you're coming, but just go get checked out. Because if it gets too high, then that's when when it can cause brain damage. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I feel like she over exaggerating, like she trying to push me to go to the emergency room, because I had already told her I don't want to be sitting in no emergency room all night long. So I was like, okay, so are you going to call ahead, looking I'm coming? I said, because I don't want to be in no emergency room. Well, from experience, it's just going to be a simple, it's going to just be a simple lab. It's going to just be a simple, it's just gonna be a simple procedure where they just take his blood and you can go. It shouldn't take no more than 15 minutes.
The lies. There you go. This bitch. I'm telling you.
But you want me to go to the emergency room? And she's like, I'm gonna call them. I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna let them know that you're on your way. I said, okay. So when should I leave? Oh, you can go. You can finish what you're doing, and then you can head there. And so I knew she was just running her mouth then when she said that, because I'm like, 15 minutes, right. So we went. You okay? So we get to the emergency room, and I tell them what she said as far as, oh, my son's doctor, she wanted us to get his jaundice level checked or whatever. She said she's going to call. As I'm steady telling one, two people, as I'm steady talking to people, I'm telling them this, and they're like, oh, okay, well, we still have to go through the process for the emergency room, blah, 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 blah. Basically checking him, triaging him, and all this other stuff. So I'm already getting frustrated, because the expectations that she set for me was I'm just going in there just for them to take a quick sample of his blood, and we out. She made it seem like I was going to bypass all that. And so, get up in the little triage area, telling her the same thing. He don't know what I'm talking about as far as speaking with the doctor. The emergency room doctor come in, and he said the same thing. I ain't talked to his doctor, nothing. So, they take us back into a room, and I meet another doctor. She's like, oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do this. And they start asking all these questions. I told my husband, I was like, clearly, this doctor didn't call and talk to nobody, because why they asking me everything? If she communicated with the doctors, then they would already know why we here and all this other stuff. So, needless to say, I ain't supposed to go through the rest of that, but needless to say, we was in the emergency room for like 2.5, 3 hours. Just for them to draw his blood, just for them to say, oh, well, I don't know what the doctor, how she explained it to you, but for his age, at this present moment, his jaundice level is fine. You mean to tell me we wasted our Saturday night in the emergency room? Like I knew that was what was about to happen. So I already told my husband that he is not seeing her no more. We had a follow-up appointment with her for Wednesday just for her to check his weight. But I'm not doing that. I'm going to call him Monday morning and tell him I want to go to the doctor that I originally wanted. So whenever she's available again, we'll follow up with her, and we'll go from there. But I'm not seeing this doctor no more. And like I told my husband, when I saw how young she was, I knew I wasn't going. That was the vibe I got, that she didn't have no experience, and it showed just that quick. Like the instructions she gave us and the process she made us go through tonight was really uncalled for, because the emergency room doctor was kind of, it was in her face, like she was almost kind of clueless of why we was there, because she was looking like, I don't really see the issue on why y'all here, because this is a common thing in babies that are born a little bit early. So she basically was like, he's fine. And so, yeah, we not seeing her. I'm gonna contact them Monday, and we're gonna go see Trey Doctor, the person I wanted, who is well experienced and everything like that. So that's what we're gonna do. Look, I didn't talk so much for what, 10 minutes. He done fell asleep. Okay, y'all. But I'm supposed to get off this camera. I'll probably pick up the camera tomorrow, maybe. Well, I keep saying tomorrow. It's today. Tomorrow is today. Once we lay him down, just to go ahead and try to get some rest. But I'll see y'all in a bit.